All right, day 15, I'm at the top of Bear Mountain. Full disclosure, that hike was brutal. It took longer than I expected, so I'm gonna be a little behind getting to Albuquerque today, which is my final destination, where I'm staying in the hostel tonight. Because I also lose an hour during the drive. But the views up here have been awesome. Got some good pictures, and I'm gonna be hustling back down, and then I'll grab some food in Sedona and keep on going. I'm not seeing a soul on this mountain. I guess everyone else knows not to do it in the middle of the heat of the day. Literally no one. I am the only soul within a couple miles of this, probably. So I finally got off that trail. That was brutal. It was only like 4.5 miles and 2,000 feet of elevation gain, which really isn't a whole lot compared to what I've been doing, but really hurt. I think just because you're scrambling over rocks and instead of just like climbing at a like consistent grade, it's really irregular, and then coming back down, you're like kind of going sideways down the rock face, like in a squat, which is just kind of brutal. That was the most taxing 4.5 miles I've done. But anyway, this morning, let me back up. This morning I got started in Flagstaff at the Motel de Beau, which is kind of sort of famous. It was like they have like some actual room. Then I stayed in the bunk room. Got up, made breakfast. I took a run around Flagstaff, just checked it out. Really liked Flagstaff. It's like a little bit more authentic than Sedona. I realize I haven't really talked about Sedona yet either, but I think Flagstaff was a little bit more authentic. It felt like more like a real town. Sedona is maybe 45 minutes south, maybe an hour. And the road from Flagstaff to Sedona is really beautiful. You go down Oak Creek Canyon, or Oak Canyon. It's a great drive down kind of out of the mountains, and then when you get into Sedona, it's gorgeous. Like it really is nestled right in the thick of the red rock formations, and it's amazing that for how much I think national parks get a lot of hype, and some of that's like worthy, but I think you can tend to focus too much on national parks and overlook places like Sedona that are beautiful, but that really aren't protected that much. It kind of has a mix of wilderness area, state parks, county parks, national forest, but it's obviously a national park, and it kind of seems arbitrary what's selected to be protected and what's not. Which is kind of cool because it results in like some houses being in some really cool places that are just beautiful. Drove into Sedona after leaving Flagstaff. Sedona's a little cheeky, a little touristy. I think it's awesome that it's nestled right in, that kind of Red Rock area. So it's in just a beautiful spot, and that you can kind of forgive the touristiness, the cheekiness because it's in such a great area. But yeah, still really nice. I didn't really get to spend much time there. I went and got dinner there last night, but that was pretty quick and it was dark out, so I didn't get to see much. It's basically what you would expect. It's pretty small, like you got some hotels, like people that actually live there, some like nice houses, and like typical chains, a Whole Foods, a Safeway, Chipotle, Starbucks, and then some more local restaurants. Yeah, some other like outdoor stores and souvenir stores and things like that. So after getting off the hike, I went to Chipotle, kind of my go-to now because it's like pretty cheap calorie for calorie, and I'm not gonna say it's like healthy food, but it's, I think, a lot better than some alternatives for that price. Yeah, and so scarfed down a burrito and then drove back up to Flagstaff and got on the highway to Albuquerque. And I've been driving to Albuquerque for a couple hours now. Still got some hours left. Kind of a brutal drive. It was really empty and desolate out an hour or so ago. Now I'm getting into some more hilly areas with some character, with some red rock and stuff like that. That kind of breaks up the monotony of the drive. But yeah, I headed to Albuquerque for the night, stayed at another hostel, and that's all I got.